Hello, my name is Christine. I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am doing a video. This is video 2 of 2 on my alternate cards for my Paper Pumpkin class this month. My subscribers get an extra little class kit with 2 supplies to make 2 cards using some elements from the kit. So we are turning a couple of these treat holders into cards. You can also, as you play with them, you'll see that you can make these treat holders with just one of these really beautiful pieces, which liberates 9 of them because there are 9 treat holders to make cards with if you so wish, or anything else. So we are going to use this beautiful tree and turn him into a card. So this is essentially the card that we'll be making. I've provided the supplies to my oh, I forgot to put an inside to this one. We will be doing that though. So I provided these supplies to my class participants already. Sorry, this is video 2 of 2, so it's a little messy around here, I'm sorry. So you'll need your tree. And then in the envelope I've provided, you've got a little wee star. You've got a piece of, this is for the inside of your card. It's just basic white with die cut with the stitched with Whimsy dies. And then we've got a piece, this will be for the front. It's the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. So it just kind of looks like fabric. I love this one. It's very subtle. We've got a piece of scrap essentially, but we're going to be using that to make some gifts. And we've got our card base, which is Old Olive. Old Olive is one of the coordinating colors listed at the back of the brochure of the Paper Pumpkin kit. So this is just a half sheet of cardstock that I've then scored at the 4 1/4 mark. And I'm just holding that to start our card. I'm going to put the inside in right now and just get it kind of out of the way. So I'm just using a bit of liquid glue. You really don't need a lot. This is on the inside. And there we go. So we're going to work from the Fool Party layer. First thing I want to do is put my tree. Now my tree is bigger than my Pool Party layer. So you want to position the tree in a spot that you like. From there, you can put glue on the back and put it down. So I'm not going to put glue on the bottom because I can see here that I'm going to be cutting it. I love the back too. Isn't that fun? So many options with this kit, and I've been looking at the Facebook groups for Paper Pumpkin, and there is no shortage of amazing creativity with this kit. I'm just blown away. Now, one thing I am going to point out is it doesn't matter if your tree sticks out a little bit on the side, because this piece, the blue piece, is 5 1/4 by 4, and our actual card is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So this is what I mean here, is that the tree isn't sticking off the actual card. So I'm not going to trim that. Just let it be. I will be careful when I paste it though, that it's not overhanging the card, because then you'll have trouble putting it in your envelope. But I do want to take off this huge amount from the bottom. So you can use your scissors to do this. I am pulling out my paper trimmer. I know that this piece is 5 1/4 long, so I'm just lining it up to the 5 1/4 mark, making sure it's straight. And I'm just going to make that cut. And there we go. So again, you can completely just easily do that with scissors. So that is the base of our card. I've provided this cute little star. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of my star and stick that to the top of the tree. I'm doing it now just because then it's done and out of my way. A lot less chance of losing my little star. And I should have put my tree a little bit lower since my star is not that big. So I'm just going to check the placement before I press too hard on that. Don't want to bend it when I put my card together. So again, it's okay if it sticks up a little bit, just not too much, right? So there we go. There's our star. So now we need some presents. So one of our stamps in the kit is this present. And it's really easy to cut out because it's essentially just a straight rectangle, which I enjoy working with. So I'm going to do 2 of these. I am kind of sticking to the edges. It's just going to make it easier to cut. And also this piece is to get 2 presents and the tag. Sorry, the sentiment. So I want to make sure I leave enough space for my sentiment over here. So you'll notice with the clear stamps, they do get stained with the pinks and the reds, and that's okay. I'm just using my Simply Chamois, you can't see them, to clean it. But this is now clean, and it's not going to transfer. It's just, I don't know where this black fluff comes from, but anyway, it's not going to transfer. It's just stained, and that's okay. It's just a little sign of love. And then I'm going to put a bow. I'm going to show you a little trick with my bows. I've learned it by mistake. So you could put your bow like anywhere you want. I've seen different variations. I'm putting mine on top. But you may see I've got a little gap here. It wasn't intentional the first time I did it, but since then it's become rather intentional. I like stamping over top, and I go down just a teeny bit to close that gap, which I really didn't do this time. I'm going to do a third. But it adds kind of another little bit of dimension to our bow, to kind of make it look more like actual ribbon. So there's method to the madness, and it's also a nice way to fix little mistakes. So this one I actually did properly, but I'm intentionally not stamping directly over top. I'm going just a little bit above. So there we go. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'll just cut these out really quickly. And again, because they're rectangles, they're really quick to do. So I'm keeping this piece aside for my sentiment. And you can leave as much border or as little border as you like. I just try to be fairly uniform on all my sides, but you can go as wide or as narrow as you like and adjust as needed. I sometimes mean to set out a little wider and it gets narrower and narrower, which I won't torture you with on the video. But these are nice and easy shapes to cut out, which I really enjoy. If I'm gonna use scissors, I don't want it to be complicated. So there's our first present. Butterfingers tonight. All right. So So this kit has turned out to be so much fun. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to be putting in my little bags. I do plan to do some Christmas baking, but it seems a bit early to do that now. It's not even December. And then there's always the chocolate idea. That's always a big hit. And I was thinking I could go to the dollar store and get some fun little trinkets. Getting a little close to my bow. And then we have our second present. So we just need to do our sentiment. So I will do Happy Holidays for that one. I like the sentiments on this one too. They're nice and big, so it goes well with the big graphics. And I should really put this on an acrylic block, not on my piece of paper. So we've got a massive Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays stamp. There we go. All right, so I just want to cut this down a little bit because it's huge. I'm really not gonna freehand this one. I am going to use my trimmer. Let's see, I think an inch is still too big, so I'm gonna take it down just a wee bit, but I can't go too small. The loops on the Happy and then the loops on the Holidays are actually pretty big, so I wouldn't recommend going smaller than 7/8, I think would be the thinnest you want to go. That's totally not straight. That's awesome. I think I might live with it. We'll just go with that. I do like to trim my edges. It's just, I don't know, just adds a little something, something. So now let's build the rest of our card. So I'm going to put this one flat with my glue. And I will line it up to the bottom. This one, oh yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so this one, I'm actually going to stick to my label just at the very top. So I'm going to put a teeny bit of glue on the bottom. I always have two of my Tombow glues on the go, so that I don't have to wait for the glue to get from one end to the other end. One end has that kind of pen tip and the other end has the wider one. And yeah, I'm just really not that patient. So try not to put glue everywhere, which is why I'm being kind of gentle with this. Okay. So I want it to be somewhat straight. Let me just see what this looks like. I'd say that works. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this and pop it up. I'm a huge fan of these things. They just, they add a little bit of fun. I find the backings of them everywhere. It's kind of funny. I've learned to accept it. And there we go. So that, oh, I need to glue this together, don't I? My goodness, if you watched my other video, you'll see that I am 2 for 2 for forgetting to put the front onto the card. All right. So I'm being conscious of those little bits that are sticking off the sides and my star that I don't want hanging off the card too much. I want to be able to put it in an envelope. So I am going to play with my dimensions a teeny bit and put it a little further down than I normally would. It's not completely centered on the card base, but that's okay. And on the inside, just for a little touch of fun, I'm going to put one of these bows. Let's get whatever paper stuck to it. My goodness, my station's a mess tonight. Something to do later is to clean this mess up. All right. I just want to put a little bit of fun on here, so I'm just going to put a bow. I don't want to put a whole gift because it's too big. I want to have some space to write. So just a fun little bow on the inside. And of course I would decorate the card. I'd probably put a present or some snowflakes on the card, sorry, on the envelope before I send that. So this is alternate number 2. So again, I hope you like these. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do. And you'll see when I post other fun videos. I have a couple in the works that I'm hoping to put up this weekend. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks so much for watching.